It was a bright summer morning in Adventure Bay. The sky was clear and blue, the sun shone warmly, and a gentle sea breeze swept across the shore. The sound of waves softly hitting the beach and the fresh scent of salty air filled the day with happiness. On this beautiful morning, the Paw Patrol team gathered early, excited for a fun new mission. Led by Ryder, Chase, Sky, Marshall, Rubble, Rocky, and Zuma met at the beach with one goal in mind, to build a huge sandcastle. When they arrived, Ryder explained the plan with enthusiasm. The castle would have 4 tall towers connected by thick walls. In the middle, there would be a large courtyard, and a flag would be raised on the highest tower. Each member of the team had a special job. Rubble would prepare the ground and build strong foundations for the towers. Sky would fly overhead to spot the best materials. Zuma would bring buckets of water from the sea to help the sand stick together. Rocky would collect eco-friendly decorations and supplies. Chase would take measurements and make sure everything was straight. And Marshall would keep the area safe. Everyone started working with great energy. Rubble smoothed out the sand with his little bulldozer, making a firm base for the castle. Sky flew high and found beautiful shells and stones nearby. Zuma dived into the waves and brought plenty of water to dampen the sand. Rocky gathered colorful stones, seaweed, and shells to decorate the castle. Chase carefully measured the height and positions of the towers to keep them perfectly aligned. Marshall watched for any dangerous spots where the sand might shift or collapse. After hours of hard work and teamwork, the sandcastle slowly took shape. The towers rose tall, and the walls were built strong. The entrance was decorated with seashells, and a small stone path led through the courtyard. Colorful pebbles lined the way to the castle. When they finally placed the Paw Patrol flag on top, the team looked at their work with pride and joy. As the sun began to set, the castle shone like a fairy tale palace on the beach. The warmth of the day gave way to a gentle coolness. The pups played games around the castle, sang songs together, and laughed happily. Ryder congratulated them all. "Great job, everyone," he said proudly. "This isn't just a castle. It's a symbol of teamwork." But during the night, everything changed. The sky suddenly darkened, and the sound of wind grew louder in the distance. A strong storm rolled in, waves grew taller, and the wind blew the sand wildly across the beach. The sandcastle couldn't stand against the power of nature. One by one, the towers crumbled, the walls collapsed, and the shells scattered. When the storm passed by dawn, only a few piles of sand remained where the castle had been. The next morning, the Paw Patrol team returned to the beach and saw the ruined castle. They felt sad because their hard work had disappeared in one night. They stood quietly for a moment, looking at the remains. Then Ryder spoke, calm but determined. "Remember," he said, "we built this castle together. And together, we can build it again. This time, it will be even stronger and more beautiful." His words lifted everyone's spirits. They got back to work. Rubble prepared the ground once more, building stronger foundations. Zuma brought fresh, wetter sand from farther away. Rocky collected solid stones to make the castle walls sturdier. Sky watched from above and told them where to improve. Chase made sure the towers were perfectly straight. Marshall set up protective barriers around the castle to help it stand against the wind. The new castle was much bigger and stronger than before. The towers were taller, the walls thicker, and the entrance decorated with colorful glass pieces. Once again, the Paw Patrol flag flew proudly at the top. Throughout the day, the team played and enjoyed their new castle. Zuma dug a small moat around it filled with seawater. Rubble built a tiny bridge. Rocky made a sand cart from recycled materials, and Marshall rode it around, laughing when he tumbled off. Everyone was filled with joy and laughter. At the end of the day, the team sat together in front of the castle. The sky turned orange and then purple as the sun set. Ryder smiled quietly. "No matter what happens," he said, "as long as we work together, we can do anything. A castle may fall, but friendship and teamwork will always stand strong." That night, the Paw Patrol pups laid out their blankets around the castle and watched the stars twinkle in the sky. With the sound of the waves in the background, they fell asleep peacefully, feeling the magic of their strong friendship, as strong as their sandcastle.